Death to America echoed outside Pakistan's US Consulate. Then gunfire erupted. US Marines fired from inside a diplomatic compound. 10 dead, a nationwide ban, and Washington's first admission. Who pulled the trigger? And what does this escalation mean for Pakistan now? Protesters in Pak. Violence erupted at the United States Consulate in Karachi, where US Marines opened fire on demonstrators during a dramatic breach of the diplomatic compound, a rare and potentially explosive development amid mounting unrest in Pakistan. 2 US officials confirmed on Monday that Marines discharged their weapons as protesters stormed the consulate's outer wall on March 1st. The incident comes against the backdrop of widespread demonstrations following the killing of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, in recent strikes on Iran. 10 people were reported killed after protesters forced their way into the compound. According to the 2 US officials, it remains unclear whether the rounds fired by Marines struck or killed anyone. They also said they did not know whether other personnel guarding the mission, including private security contractors or local police, had also opened fire. The confirmation marks the first acknowledgement by US officials that Marines were involved in shooting at demonstrators in Karachi. Daily security operations at American diplomatic posts are typically handled by private contractors and local forces. The reported involvement of Marines suggests the consulate regarded the threat as severe. A provincial government spokesman, Sukhdev Asadas Hemnani, said only that security personnel had opened fire without specifying which force was responsible. Pakistan, home to the world's second-largest Shiite population after Iran, has seen protests spread rapidly following the strikes on Tehran. Authorities on March 2nd imposed a nationwide ban on large public gatherings after unrest intensified. At least 26 people have reportedly been killed across the country in protest-related violence. Outside the Karachi consulate on Sunday, demonstrators chanted, "Death to America, death to Israel." Reuters reporters at the scene said they heard gunfire and saw tear gas deployed in surrounding streets. Social media footage appeared to show at least one protester firing a weapon towards the consulate, while other videos showed bloodied demonstrators fleeing as shots rang out. A Karachi police official told Reuters that the shots came from within the consulate premises. The US Marines referred inquiries to the US military, which in turn directed questions to the State Department. The State Department did not respond to requests for comment. Despite the nationwide ban, Shiite community leaders have called for further protests in Karachi and Lahore. Security has been significantly tightened around American diplomatic facilities. Roads leading to the Karachi consulate were blocked, with a heavy police presence in place. Similar security measures were reported at US missions in Lahore and the embassy in Islamabad, as well as at the consulate in Peshawar. With tensions running high and fatalities mounting, the use of live fire at a US diplomatic mission marks a dangerous escalation, one that could further inflame an already volatile situation in Pakistan.
The United States Embassy in Riyadh was struck by 2 drones early March 3rd, triggering a limited fire inside the diplomatic compound, according to a statement from the Saudi Ministry of Defense. Black smoke was seen rising over Riyadh's diplomatic quarter, Reuters reported March 3rd, as Iran intensified retaliatory attacks across the Gulf following US-Israeli strikes. The Saudi Defense Ministry confirmed structural impact but described the damage as contained.
There was limited fire and minor material damage to the building. However, people should avoid the location, as there had been an attack on the facility. We recommend American citizens in the kingdom to shelter in place immediately. It was limiting non-essential travel to any military installations in the region.
A security alert and shelter-in-place notification were issued for Riyadh, Jeddah, and Dhahran. 3 witnesses told Reuters a loud blast was heard and flames were visible, though officials said the fire was small. 2 sources familiar with the matter said the embassy building was empty and no casualties were reported. A source close to the Saudi military told AFP that air defences intercepted additional threats.
Air defenses had intercepted 4 drones targeting Riyadh's diplomatic quarter in the attack.
The Defence Ministry also confirmed that it has intercepted and destroyed 8 drones near Riyadh and Al-Kharj. Separately, the US Embassy in Saudi Arabia issued its own advisory to American citizens.
We recommend American citizens in the kingdom to shelter in place immediately and avoid the embassy until further notice due to an attack on the facility. The U.S. mission to Saudi Arabia continues to monitor the regional situation.
The strike comes amid a wider Iranian missile and drone campaign across the Gulf. According to United States Central Command, Iran has launched at least 390 missiles and 830 drones, targeting more than a dozen locations, including civilian infrastructure. The first US service members killed in the conflict died Sunday in a direct Iranian strike on a makeshift operations center at Shuaibah port in Kuwait. CNN reported March 3rd, citing a source familiar with the matter. CENTCOM confirmed Monday that the death toll rose to 6 after remains of 2 previously unaccounted for personnel were recovered. In his first reaction to the attack on the US Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, President Trump told News Nation that "You'll find out soon what his retaliation will be." He added that boots on the ground are unlikely to be necessary.
We're doing a lot of damage. We're inflicting tremendous damage on them.
When quizzed if he is worried about attacks on US sites or on American soil, President Trump told News Nation,
No, it's a part of war. It's part of war, whether people like it or not. That's the way it is.
Meanwhile, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said Monday the projectile penetrated air defenses. Joint Chiefs Chairman Dan Kane paid tribute during a Pentagon briefing.
Our deepest and heartfelt condolences are with their families, their friends, and their units. We grieve with you and we will never forget you.
CENTCOM said 18 troops have been seriously wounded since the launch of Operation Epic Fury, underscoring the escalating regional confrontation.